Over the last few weeks, we've been building out our sky farm and mud production, adding in item transportation and this wonderful train, which I absolutely love. The world is expanding so much, and I've realized I need a mobile workstation, somewhere that I can plop down anywhere along these bridges and not worry if I'm going to have to come back here and get all of the materials that I've forgotten. Stock it with the basics, all the ingots and a few bits and bobs that'll just be helpful to keep me restocked on a long trip out into the void. And now for this, I was thinking it would be really cool if we went around, looked at some of these shipwrecks. Some of them are better than others, and see if we can't salvage one. Like that one over there looks like it's got 3 mass. It might be salvageable. And what if we grab one of those and raise it from the void, refurbish it, make it a little create mobile workshop with full storage? I think that could be fun. We're gonna do that. Let's get to it.
Welcome back to Skyblock Infinite Create. Before we start, don't forget to hit like and maybe subscribe if you want to help a small channel out.
I'm thinking let's explore out this way and see what we can see. Here we go. Now that one immediately catches my eye. Ow. Pick your sunflowers. I would like to build islands for all the different biomes in this world. It's a pretty messed up shipwreck. I don't think we can use this, but take what you got. Or not. Not a lot of it's very good. Ooh, that looks like a nice ship. It's pretty intact. I'll tell you, early game, if you need iron and you're in an ocean, I recommend shipwrecks. They are just really, really good for iron in this pack. I mean, in Skyblock in general, if you can get the generations, I gotta say shipwrecks would be the way to go. That's an interesting cutoff to that geode there. Yeah, so this is definitely a good boat. Well, let's go shop around, see if there's any other designs out there, but I think this is gonna be our best bet. Ooh. Some lush on this geode. Very cool. Books, paper, buried treasure, carrots, coal. See, this one's made of jungle, which is... Oh, there's the iron and all that. This is made of jungle and spruce, which is an interesting combination. While we're loot hunting, I might as well see if there's anything good. No, not really. Here's another jungle one that's pretty broken up. Moss, paper. Should I? What did I get? I got poisoned. That's what you get for eating suspicious stew in a wrecked ship. You get poisoned. Oh, that wasn't very long at all. Let's see what this one does. Weakness. Yeah, that's about what I expected. I guess the poison doesn't hurt me if I've got like ultimate armor on. It's good to know. Kind of helpful. Ooh, that one over there looks like it would work. This is just the bow of a ship. Look at that. Nope, we're going for that one. This one's a little more broken up. Mending on a leather cap. How do I get out of here? I think that first one we visited is going to be our best bet. I think that was here. Yeah, it wasn't very far from the trial chamber. Let's go that way. Ooh, it is getting dark. Don't be spawning anything, guys. Anything spawning. You know, this is all oak and spruce. And while I like oak and spruce as a ship, I think I liked the dark oak and spruce better. I mean, the other one's kind of busted up too, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of renovation anyway. Yeah, because the other one had basically, instead of spruce here, it had dark oak, and I kind of like that better. Let me take a quick nap. Yeah, see, in the light, this is all kind of light. Now, I liked that darker look better. Might have to expand on the space a little bit too. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a schematic of this and a schematic of the other one. I'm going to play around with both ideas in a test world and come up with a design. The goal here is to take this structure and just add maybe a balloon up top, some power generation in there, and then connect it up so it looks like a flying ship. just replace any blocks that look like they've been left out, which it looks like this one's actually pretty good. I know the other one had a few chunks here and there that were missing. So refurbish it to look like a flying ship, and then add in maybe a press and a mixer and a storage container with a portable storage interface with a stock keeper and all that. Yeah, I like that idea. So I'm going to take that schematic and get back to you when I have a plan. Because right now I have the concept of a plan. And as we all know, that usually turns out bad. Yup, call this Shipwreck Oak. Now I have to fly all the way back to this one. Why I didn't do this when I was already over there beats me. And nice soft landing. I said soft landing. Yeah, so there's a few bits missing here, but I really like the dark oak and the spruce as opposed to oak and spruce. So let's take a copy of this one. This is probably the one I'm going to use as my template. I think this is gonna work. So I'm going to put a little platform under here to work, because let me check. Yeah, I think the void is like right there. I like this little archaeology ruin over here. Might be fun to like build something on this. And let's see if we can actually get this thing up here so that I'm not building right at void level. All right, so we are going to glue from here by there, and we're gonna divide this into 3 glue segments, I think. That is all glued together. Oh, I was able to do it in 2. And we can just get rid of that, and we can get rid of all these blocks here. Just put in a couple filler blocks here where I know we're gonna need to fix anyway. So let's see. Probably gonna have to dub over all this audio just because the washing machine. Sorry if you can hear it back there. Now that we've got all that down there glued up, I've gone ahead and gotten a sticker, which is a wonderful block I haven't played with a lot. Basically, when you send a pulse to it, it will toggle a state of being sticky or not sticky. So if I say, can I land right? Nope. Oh, don't void out. Don't void out. They don't like being this close to the void. I think I've got a pretty good idea. So if we put down a rope pulley here, actually, I think we want this a little higher up. Yep, I think that's going to be perfect. We just need to power that, and I can just throw a quick windmill here because we're not going to leave this for long. All right, so turn that on. That is horribly slow. There, that should give us plenty of room to add a rotational speed. I think I've got one in here. I do. Large cog there. And I do believe we will be going full encase chain drive spam there. There we go. It looks like, ooh, we landed directly on here. That was perfect aim. Look at me, I'm amazing. Now, here's the real question. Can we lift it? We can lift the 1 block. Well, that was a little disappointing. Oh, I see it doesn't go all the way up. There we go. Now, first thing I'd like to do is add this on here. All right, so we want to put a redstone link there. Let's put this as hand crank and piston, because why not? Let's make a link controller and link that up to our space bar. Now, if we set that to receive, there it is. It's in sticky mode. Not in sticky mode. Perfect. Put it in sticky mode. Send it all the way down. It can't go past that. Let's take a nap real quick before we do this, because I want to see this. This is going to be cool. We're going to raise a ship from the depths of the void. This feels very precarious where I'm sleeping. I guess I'm fine. All right. Bring it up nice and slow here. and they burned because they were open to sunlight inside there. Oh, that's funny. Ah, yeah, this worked. And it is unstuck. That gives me loads of room to work up here. That was kind of cool. Well, that's it. Episode over. We raised a ship from the void. Just kidding. We still have to make it look good. That is going to take a bit of work. Currently, we got some space in here that I'm thinking I'll turn this into a craft room. I got all this down here. If I could maybe expand this slightly, and then we need to look at getting power. And I'm thinking windmills might be the way to go. Let's just grab out the wand of symmetry for platform making. All right, there we go. We've got a little platform to work off of. Just kind of eyeballing this to see what I'm gonna need. It looks like I'm gonna need some dark oak for sure. I'm gonna need some spruce for sure. Want some wool for a balloon. Get some building material. And I think I'm going to save my rockets. Oh, this is boring. This is fun. Whee! Feel like I was flying and on the chains at the same time, and that was interesting. Let's grab up. We've got our spruce, got our dark oak, some extra chains, because Lord knows I use a bunch of chains. There it is. It's all the way over here. Am I using... Yeah, I'm using duration ones. That's why. All right. I think the first thing I want to do, let's go ahead and get rid of the glue there. And I want to glue from... Get out our andesite casings. I really like to use these as a temporary block because they're just something I can break instantly with the wrench. Let's say I want to glue from here all the way over, and this would be the line to there, and expand that by 1. Give me a little bit more room to work with. Let's see if we can get it to here. And then let's go ahead, we'll put a spacer block there, a piston facing in, a sticky one, just one extension pole. If we remove that temporary block, put that in, we expand that out by 1. What does that do? That should give us like a slice of the ship. Oh, that's really cool. Let's do that on both sides. Temporary block there, piston in, extension pole into that, good old fashioned hand crank. Remove the temporary block, push it in, pull it out, and we've just fattened this shit up. This ship up. This ship up. we fattened this ship up. I'm gonna have to bleep that one, I guess. That was a slip of the tongue. This ship up. So now I need to go in and blend this new gap that we've created, and I think hollow out the interior as well. All right, so I'm going to use spruce to kind of build this gap in here that we've created, and we might just use blocks. Take a look, see how that looks. Where do I have those? If we just kind of fill in that there, how's that look? That actually doesn't look bad. Grab some dark oak as well. There's the dark oak. That works. And if we just fill in on the other side here. So let's go ahead and fill in this deck as well. And I think we're gonna get rid of these masts here. Maybe I will expand this one higher as well. Let's see, this is just 2. If I went ahead and replaced this floor like this. So let's put these underneath that one layer. I guess if we wanted to, we could even like that with the trap doors. I like that. Yup. That is looking good. Let's take a look from around here. Yeah, that's starting to shape out. I think I want to raise this up 1. Let's just get rid of that extra glue there, and let's glue from this here. Let's find where we want it. We want to go all the way back here. So we're gonna want to get some temporary blocks. That should be right. We go from there, extension pole and a sticky piston, or piston, it really doesn't matter, but trying to glue to the piston, so I can't do that. I need to go somewhere outside of this. I just do that, one higher on it. Get rid of these, glue that from there. Then we should be able to just lift this whole thing up. Rotate that, and there you are. Extension pole, hand crank, one up we go. Just that gives a lot. So we're gonna want to put an extra stair there. I definitely want to play with the light in here. The connection here, and just do that. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and put a crafting table up here, the bow, just so we've got somewhere to start working from. And let's do a couple of... All right, let's tear out the floor down here since we put down that. Those trapdoors tell us where the edge is. Here, that'll be a good spot for a ladder. I'm not making another crafting table just because I forgot ladders and now I need to make more. No, it's not why at all. I just like to litter crafting tables around so I never have to go looking for them. Now my question is, how far back does this go? That's still planks. I can hide a little bit extra room in there, so that is nice. I also want a sideways to get up here. And then if we just put ladders here, have this be the entrance off the side here. All that extra space. Now this is the floor, I believe. Yes, here. I think I'm just gonna go fill that spot. So a max size vault from here over. Yeah, but that would cut into here. And if we wanted a vault in here, this is where it would go to. If we went one lower like this, question is hiding this. That's actually not that difficult. And these trapdoors hiding this will be perfect. And I can always come in here and add a direct port out when this is sitting in a docking bay of some sort to load items in. Now I'm wondering if I have more vaults. I think it's time. We might detour and make some vault automation because we have all of it over there. It's just telling it to make it. It's a shell so far, but I need more vaults. And I did make a promise last episode that we would eventually get some vaults taken care of. So we'll just throw a quick farm in here on how to automate your vaults. It's gonna be super simple. I think I will take my storage though with me, and I will actually switch over for the flight duration 3 rockets. They will just be quicker. I gotta say, from a distance, my base looks so cool, even though it's kind of wonky. I think the hot air balloons bring it together. The tree there is nice. They did grow on me. Here comes the lag spike as I enter my base. It's not horrible, but it's definitely there. Only lasts for a few seconds, just as it all loads itself in. So first things first, we're gonna need to craft barrels. I have most of my crafter setups back here that I don't need this anymore. I can repurpose this one. All right, so we can get rid of all this. To speed this up, we're just gonna... So we've got a little space back here. Let's just go ahead and set up a barrel crafter. So barrels are going to be wood and wooden planks. Set 2 inputs of wood and wooden planks, which we could do. We just take a depot on each of these item drains, and then we're going to want to do crafters, I think, onto depots here. Funnels going in. Steal a bit of spruce here. And I believe it is barrel is in 2 slabs. We close the center spot out. That will be a barrel. And then we want that to exit out into a vault here. And we can go 3 wide for 3 long for that. We want these to export out. Let's go ahead and store feed these. Oh, I've only got one packager on me? Really? I feel poor. And we're gonna need more frogs as well, which requires vaults, which we're trying to make in the first place. So let's see what we can get without the frogs with the frogs that we have. Let's grab out some hoppers. Actually, I don't think I need them because I can place these packagers on top, or I can even place them there. Kind of tempted to just do factory gauges for these two. Tell this one to keep for slabs. Grab our frog and connect it up over here. This is going to be barrel craft slab. We'll put one here that's going to be barrel craft plank. There we go. Spruce planks in here. That to barrel craft plank. Ask it to keep. Let's start with 9 stacks. Barrel craft slab. Same. They should start working. There we go. All right. Next thing we need are threshold switches here and here. Will be off above 2 and on below 1. And then one more threshold switch here. 8 stacks, it'll turn on, turn off below that. Perfect. We will need 3 links and a 4th one on there. These will all be receive, and that will be threshold switch 1, 2, and 3. Going to be craft, and I think I've got an extra barrel I can use. And actually, I don't think we need all 3 of these. We can just do 1. Let's see how this works. If it powers through this, will the crafter work? Yes, it will. We'll paste that in there, set that to receive. That in there. So all 3 of these thresholds will now put out the same signal. If any of them put out that same signal, it will turn this off. Set this to 2 ticks, and that crafter is keeping up. I'm just gonna steal a couple of those and just craft up a couple more vaults just so we can do another one of these to make the vaults themselves. Because we need to make a couple more frogs. So we craft those up, and that will be super useful. And for a vault, we're gonna want barrels on this one, and iron sheets on this side. Go out onto item drains, which go onto depots, which can then go into a crafter here. Funnels taking in on that. Brass funnels coming out. Frog on each of these. This one is going to be the vault sheets. Vault craft sheet on there, and this will be barrel. Vault craft barrel. Vault craft sheet. We just put those into the correct factory gauges here. Set those to keep their stacks. We're also going to need to add a frog and packager to this one. Set that one to only send packages. Grab out our stock link and make sure it knows where it's supposed to go. That should work now. We should start getting requests. There we go. Now it's requesting. And we want to put a vault on here and here. And I need to set the layout here. I'll just take one of these and put it in there. Take one of those, put it like that. Set those to go in. Threshold here and here. Inverted, stacks, 2 and 1, inverted. I mean, I could wire this up, not even worrying about the redstone links, except maybe threshold. But even then, I could probably just do that. No, I couldn't just do that, could I? Need a pulse timer here. So that means redstone link here, I'd reckon would work. We'll do threshold, and we grab our clipboard. We're gonna set this to receive. So gonna get out our pulse timer and let that start to work slowly. We can take our threshold switch here. That link there, paste that. So now this should stop that when that threshold switch goes, or when either of these go. And then we can just set this to 2 ticket. And that is keeping up. And then it's just as simple as putting a packager there, stock link connected up to the rest. Put that there because I don't know if it will take the redstone from this, and I don't want that. And a frog to send it away. there we have it. All the vaults I could ever want just being crafted. This one got even better because I was able to compact it even more. It's wonderful. All the vaults I could ever want. They just keep counting up. That was super simple. I love auto crafters. The redstone crafter is just amazing. Just gonna crush up some of this. Make a few more slime balls. Let's fly over here, grab up some extra wheat. That all to get crushed. Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah, so currently my crushing storage is overflowing. But I don't need seeds, so we can get rid of those. Let's just go ahead and put bone meal there. For now, that'll start to get some of those packages off. More space here. Packager with our network. And a frog set to send. So we still have this bone meal in network, but it's gonna get rid of it from there. We've got a bunch of sand in here. We're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna have to fix a lot of things around here. This was built as I go. There we go. All that to craft a couple slime balls because I don't want to go attack slimes. And I can do this a lot quicker, I think. Look at that. Our vaults are full. That's always nice. As I sent a lot of stuff, let's just make this go faster. Just in time for it to be done. Of course. All right, let's pick up our truck and head out to our construction site over here. Look, Mom, I'm upside down. I'm upside down. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Let's go ahead and finish off this vault. That is one max size vault. That's what it's going to take up. For now, place our storage here so that we've got it nearby. And I think the first thing I'd like to do is take a look at a loading system just like this. And then if we place a block up here, come down here and place these going up. In theory, if I were to, let's say, put that there, these should send anything I put, into that vault. And this is if I've got like shulker unloading. I can do that. Honestly, I want those one lower and remove that. There it is. That's a shulker shulker unloader. It'll take what was ever in there. Oh, it put it. These actually need to like that. Where has my wrench gone? I guess I put it in there. All right, we can get rid of those. So we have a deposit section and a shulker unloading section here. Need a way to basically get packages out as well. And just place that in facing up. Then we can have this out of funnels. Yep. So I think we need to move on to a quick smelting setup or smoking setup. It would be really fun if I could have just a belt that went along here and I could just whatever cooking I wanted for it to be. For now, I will use a brass, but we can do it for cheaper with an andesite later. Grab some item drains there. Let's see if we've got an attribute filter. We can make one of those with what I've got on hand. Be smoked. Deny. Add the attribute. So if it can be smoked, it will deny. There. Goes on there. Power. For now, I'll just do this. Oh, I'm gonna start starving soon. Yep. Went in there. Cool. Yep. Let me eat. Oh, just to get that out. Help here will get us the funnels we need. Something like that there, and then you can do the same thing on the other side. Now, this is going to be a funnel going up, temporary block, and up. So now if I order a package, we're going to create a stock link there. That is our network for this. Do I have a stock keeper? Grab that and let's put this guy here with a, where is my blaze burner? Thought it was in here. There it is, blaze burner. There we go, and that'll send it back down. So if I wanted to clear out all my shulkers, I have to worry about them falling in, and then they're all right here. So I can refill my carrots, Oh my. Yes, they very much want me, don't they? And if I place that like that and a funnel out like that, that should pick up everything into the shulker. We can do trapdoors here, stairs around there. Oh, his helmet just broke. That's what that was. There we go. We've got the crafter and the saw. So that's access sorted out. Let's get power in here. For this, I am going to need to build another hot air balloon, but not quite the same. I'm thinking more like a oval shape up here, something to take up the length of this ship. So let's see what I can pull off. All right, so I've come up with an idea for the balloon. And because I'm gonna have to glue it very specifically, I did that in the world I built the balloon in, and then I'm gonna import it with the schematic cannon so that all the glue is already there and I don't have to spend all that time. That would be a nightmare and you'd never get the episodes out. So we're gonna make it easier by importing it pre-glued. That does mean I'm gonna need a cannon, and I should have a table somewhere around here. So we're gonna need to smelt some stuff, and I'm thinking we try and build out that infrastructure now so that when we get the power on, it will work. I'm curious, if I put an attribute filter and then stone in here, and I click those to be allow, I put that in there, I go to sleep because I have not lit anything up, and yeah, they like to come walk out to the end of this diving board in the morning and greet me. Yo, there he is. And you can hear him now. And that is a fully... Yeah, that skeleton could actually do something if he saw me. Let's let let's not. And then when he dies... Oh, look, he despawned even better. All right, so I need a bit of cobblestone. I actually can't tell which direction it's going. So shift is the way we want to go. Okay. Should be off. So that did actually work. And we just need to swap out those. We just need 2 of those going in. Let's not starve here. And there we go. Smooth stone is in there. We can put this right here with our schematic. Let's get our blimp. What a weird word. Blimp. Now that we've got our blimp. Yeah, that's in line. So I am currently on vacation and am editing and did not have all of my replays saved when I went out of town. That means there's no replay of me putting in the blimp. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, I can WASD. Yes, I know. I just started this world. Thank you. All right. Very sorry. So we're just going to skip ahead. I put in the schematic of the blimp. It's all glued together. We're just going to move ahead. Thanks for your understanding. Also, while you're at it, might as well hit that subscribe button. And I have increased the tick of the cannon. It is 10 times faster than it was. Every tick it places. As you can see, this is basically just going to be a giant windmill in here. 2 pretty much max-sized windmills. Now I've had to glue them very carefully so they're not glued to the outside so that the whole thing doesn't move. It is just the red that moves. There it is. All done. That was like, what, 2 minutes? Oh, this thing is amazing. All right, we just need to set up a ladder going down. I think that is right here. Let's grab out some trapdoors. There we go. Now it won't actually move, which is perfect. Let's just put some andesite alloy ladders all the way up here. Now these should turn opposite directions and provide 8,192 SU each, which is just perfect. Ooh, that rain is starting to come down outside. Now we need a way for that to come down and for this to glue up with the rest of the ship. So I'm gonna do this, but you're probably just gonna get me in time lapse because of the rain I'm gonna have to dub over anything I say here anyway. But we'll just pull this power down for now. Throw it on a chain conveyor. I made this one too far that way. But honestly, it's not the worst thing I could have done. Block here. Let's grab out our casing. I swear I can actually get up here. There. Easy as that. This is why we pre-glue things. Well, ow. Didn't realize breaking that would break all of them. I mean, I should have known, but they need to be counterclockwise to each other. So one goes clockwise, one goes counter, and then we put a gearbox in there. A vertical, I should say. All right, so now we go. Don't know why I got the strong breeze achievement. Might be because it's been a while since I've done that and we've updated the pack. That is power. Add in just a few lanterns around here because it's getting a little dark. I can hook up a chain conveyor here. Put a lantern there. Let's take a nap. I see Enderman over there and I don't like that. Let's do a shoot into a metal girder. Into the chain conveyor. That goes there, and a chain on this one up here. I wish I could just send power straight through this, because this looks good, and even... But no. Go ahead and say that I want the output of all of the little processes to be into the main vault here. So if I go ahead and grab a deployer, a press, we put a mixer on that one, and we'll probably want one on this one as well, although we might switch it out for a press. Oh, he's down there. If we bring that down, so we've gotten our power. Basically, I've run chain conveyor here, a belt into this so that we can keep this cool look, and I think that looks pretty cool. Sorry, I got distracted by these guys over here. I don't think it's gonna let me sleep because I guess they're not too close. Take that. You're gonna burn. So power will come down here into this. Then I've run that with another chain drive across to here where we can throw a system clutch. Lever there turns it all on and off. Clutch into a vertical here. Take a speed controller with a large cog into that. And that can take the vertical, go as fast as we want it in whatever direction we want it. Now, will that go through is my question. Let's say I want to press this iron. It did go through, didn't it? Yes, it did. Perfect. I see you just standing up there watching me. I see you. Got our presses here. We've got a deployer set up here for any casings we might need to make. We have a saw for anything we might need. We have our storage down below here. We have a shulker unloader. We have a spot to put our campfire and our lava. Both of those will go in. Oh, I do not like that creeper up there. Oh no. I gotta love that sunset through there, but we are pretty much... If I could pick this thing up and move it, I'd be pretty happy. I've added my toolboxes on here, destroyed my regular vault, so it's time. This has gotta move. Where did I put my bed? Back here. Yep, I knew, all right. I knew what I did with it. All right, I think I want to connect this up a little bit better. And I think we're going to use fences for that. I think I've used spruce fences up there and some girders, probably some more chains. But I've put everything in here. So I think we're going to need just a little like catwalk area up here. But we should probably grab some trapdoors, spruce planks. Do I want to do this with dark oak? And these packages just get sent up funnel in, funnel out, funnel in. Packager, and it's out. And over here we've just got this goes down into packager, and that puts it in. I think I will even make a few of those as well. I feel like we should be up. Thinking maybe we move where that ladder comes up. I feel like this should go a bit further back, even maybe to here. If I can get chain conveyor in there, that's going to be the opening. So if we put a chain conveyor there, does that look? That does not look bad. I will say that looks pretty decent. I don't mind that at all. So connect those up. Nothing funky. Cool. I'd like to do this again because I really like it. We've got the chute into the metal girder here. Right, we need to connect that all the way up to here. How does that look? Maybe we connect here down as well and follow those in. Actually, I think that works better. I think we're going to, there we go. I think my solution might be a different way to glue this on, because right now I keep getting the problem that it won't pick up these along with it. If I glue those together and have this just pick up that, we glue from here down to here and connect those up as well. It should all be glued. Like for instance, this is all within the box. It all looks right. Set this to lock rotation just to be on the safe side, even though it shouldn't go anywhere. Pick it up. Okay, we are still missing. Why is it dropping granite? Schematic table needs to be, and all of that. Well, that got the windmills. Why is it dropping stuff too? I see this deployer here is getting turned on. I think that's as simple as setting a filter there so it can't just arbitrarily put out whatever it wants. Then I think it's these chutes that we're doing it to. That should do that. All right, we've got this connection back here. I feel like there needs to be something here as well. All right, let's just glue these up. All right, this should all be glued now. And a lantern there. Definitely one here. Let's pick it up and see what we got going. Okay, so still the schematic table. Like 4 pieces of wool. These. What is there? If we turn those before we leave and place that wooden one this so we can actually get up. Okay, so schematic table won't move, and then this one fence gate. Of course, the one up there that I forgot, but it seems like that was the issue. Funnels facing out will start to shoot out. Weird. I'm honestly not sure where that dark oak fence gate is. It must not be that important. Grab up our glue to this mess. I don't know which 4 is, but here's a trick we can use. We can pick this up. I really just ran right into that schematic table, didn't I? And if we can land... Ow. I swear I could do this. Nope. There we go. There we go. I did it. No, first try. First try. Yeah. So let's see if gluing this way helps. One of those has got to work. And you, sir? I don't know about you. Where are you? You're like, look that. Might be sideways that they need to go. Interesting. So if we place them back here like this, I guess we could give that. So we need to filter those, and then anything we've got a funnel on, it's got to be facing in for movement. So I can do this. Want to put that in there? I can. All right. And this is not dropping anything anymore, so that is good. Should take care of that. We cannot have a schematic table out, so need to connect up here. Belt those. Casings on that. So we've turned on the windmills, which should power these. These are also working. Here's my question. Can I pick it all up? Take it home with me. Turn off the windmills. Seems everything is in the upright position. All seat backs are up. Do a bit of decoration once we take it back, but I just want to see. There it is. The whole thing. That whole ship in my pocket. Let's head back to base. Go ahead and set this down. I guess we can put it here. But to be completely honest, I think it would look better facing this way, but that's a little bit like inside my farms. So no, I'm gonna have to park this somewhere whenever I'm just hanging out at my base. Although I want some room to work on it right now. That works. Don't believe I will be breaking anything. Nope. And all we need to do to get power in here, turn those on. We have a workshop that can do basically whatever we need it to do. Grab some glass here, some windows. See what these do to the look of it back here. I think I am gonna get some copycat stairs and use those. Where did I put my extendo grip? Did I put it back in the base? Oh, I put it back in here. There we go. This will make my life a whole lot easier. All right, so we have built out quite the sick little ride, I must say. We have a few spots just to cover up there with some probably trapdoor trim or something. But for the most part, I think we have everything we wanted in this. We have a storage network all connected up. All of these output into the vault, which is below our feet here. We have a space for smelting, smoking, washing, and we'll grab a soul sand or a soul campfire for up there. Some extra lava and water for down here to put those in. And those all export into our same vault as well. We have a deployer, we have a mechanical press, we have a mixer with blaze burner option. We have a saw, we have a grindstone. We even have a millstone right here. Honestly, tempted to maybe put a pair of crushing wheels in, but for now, I think we're good. Final thing I need to do down here and see this vault here. What I want to do to load this is load it while it is not a contraption. Best way to do that is going to be setting up a direct funnel there. Things go in if I put them on there? No, they will not. So that works. If I wanted to put some item drains here, although that means they won't, if they're liquids, they'll get drained out. I don't want that. There we go. That's going the correct direction. So barrel here, gas funnel on top of that, packager here, and for now here, and this is just temporary. Probably move this location, but if we call this ship, and I don't know if that's spelled correctly or not, but we're gonna call it that. A wild card on there so that that'll pick up anything with ship. This chain comes down here. So we actually need to send it to the bridge. So if we want to send something there, we need to send it to, get down a frog to think this through, 3. Or actually we need ship 3. And if I wanted to send, we should see it go up this chain. This can be a brass funnel going up, so it'll go a lot quicker. And if I'm ever out in the wild and I'm like, oh, I need more cogwheels, I can always come over here, place that down there, and just plop those in, and it should start making those cogwheels that I needed. Say I'm out and about and we should actually probably load up on some quartz and redstone and stuff. But this is fantastic. If I need something pressed, just place it in here and set that to go out. Oh, I see. Yes, I don't have those connected up anymore. switch those. If I find myself running low on casings, I can always give that over there, that, and we'll have casings going in. And the wonderful thing is they all come back into here. So I don't have to pick up from here and put them back in. They all just go right back into the vault under here. I've got a saw for any sawing. I've got a grindstone. I've got a millstone. I have all of my cooking and smelting and washing and all that stuff. Actually, let me grab a soul sand campfire. And while we're over here, I'm just gonna grab quick connection to the main network. Put that there with a blaze burner. Set that to the ship. And now I can send anything I want to the ship. Don't think this frog will get picked up because he's not actually connected. Find out real quick. Nope, because he's not really connected. So there we have it. That is my mobile flying airship. This is my storage, which also this is a progress bar basically showing me the threshold that is down here on this threshold switch on the vault. And that just gives me a visual representation of how full this vault is. We have 3 shulker unloading stations here. So if I wanted to grab a few things out real quick. So let's say I had a bunch of junk in a shulker. All I have to do is plop it there and put it away. All these outputs go directly into the vault here. So if I need to do anything, I can do it all here, and then it'll go right back into that one vault that is doing all of the crafting. We are powered by 2 massive windmills hidden up here, and getting that to glue properly was a bit tricky. Basically, I had to glue this using linear chassis because they seem to work. Not a huge fan of that crow's nest, but it's already so many blocks I've had to actually update the config so that it could fit all of it. It just barely was over the limit. It's probably because the windmills. If I went with something like steam, it probably would have worked, but I don't want to mess with steam and trying to pick it up and drop it as a contraption. It's a lot more work, at least in my mind. This, I can drop it and it'll always be powered. I'm so happy. Next week, we're going to put this guy to use. Unfortunately, I think that is going to be all the time we have left for this episode. We've done such a great job, and I am so happy with this build. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to subscribe, well, come join us. We're still a new channel. See you next week. Bye-bye.